What's up, dudes? It's another day. Day 3 of broken back. Mobility 60% probably around there. Probably like 60. A strong 60, possibly even like a good 65. If I walk around a little too long, it still fucking kills me though. So that fucking sucks, but what can you do, you know? What could we do? It's a very aggressive song to start on. This is like the action sequence. Right? It's fun. It's a good time. All right. That's a little more chill, huh? All right, now the Discord. So yeah, so we're gonna be working on. We have a second character idea for a homebrew campaign, and I think it would be interesting to try to flesh it out. It's a gnome. It's a little guy. We were working on it yesterday, but after learning some more about the actual area, we took some notes or whatever during the session. Um, so we'll fucking hone that in a little bit. Where's the writing room? It sucks you can't put the music through the writing room. You know? That'd be interesting. Alright. Woods. Words. Put that over there. Okay. So this is our rock gnome wizard that we already kind of had. What's going on there? I don't know how much I like that. I like that better. I feel like that was what we were doing. This make it gigantic. Okay. So family. So we can keep all this stuff. But like where he comes from, it's vastly different than what we've originally thought. So it's vastly different than what we thought. So we'll try to figure that out. File. Let's go new. Well, home. Here's Ouroboros. So we're actually gonna get rid of that. Put this where that was at. Oh, let's try this. this word, properties. I think that'll work, right? No. I gotta do filters. Oh yeah, duh, I'm stupid. We just zoom in. My bad. Sheesh. I forgot. Alright. This is our notes from yesterday, which is fun. There's the Oasis Village. We're gonna be doing it in the Anaconda. I should probably pull up a little the map as well. So hang on a second. I gotta pull it on the Discord, I think. Where's gosh darn notes? There they are. Oh, rodeo. Yeah. Oh, I can't see the map. Oh, I wanted to show off the map, but I can't. Oh, never mind. Has to be in session. But anyway, here's this. So we're gonna copy this. We're gonna do a file, new, blank. Well, I think we're gonna wrap text behind text for sure. What about not move? I don't want move with text. So that's perfect. Okay, home. Pyrus. Perfect. And then 28. Okay, so we're gonna pop this one off. All right, keep that one on, and then properties. Ooh. Document 1. Nice. They're the same. They just whatever. That didn't work. Why'd you change this? Pyrus. Alright. Perfect. Okay. So Falroc. Timbernook. Why is this doing that? I want you big. Okay. Falroc Timbernook. A reminder, I want neutral, evil. Always a reminder. That's what we're doing here, folks. We're making a bad guy. Not a bad guy, just a person that will do things um that he would see fit, right? So that's what I'm gonna try to flesh out here. Um, so is uh, lower city of Anaconda lower city of Anaconda, then it's like slums, Ames. So we have to have a. We're trying to. We have to get how we get to the Adventurers Guild. So city, um, goals, goals. Attain more power. Attain more power. To ascend to high society. Right? That's a pretty common goal, like, right? He wants to leave the fucking little shitty slums. Can't do no magic. All the high society in Anaconda is like mages and such. I guess that'd be reasonable to assume. You know? Goals. So overall, all right. Let's put an overall, right? Immediate goals though. Where is its immediate goals? Immediate goals towards the story. Um, Immediate goals. Well, we like all right for this story itself. Like everything needs to end. We need to be getting Adventurers Guild. Adventurer Guild. I mean, immediate goals, Adventurer Guild. Now, how do we find a connection? Let's just get rid of this. I actually don't like any of that. Alright. Goals of this story. Yeah. We are trying to create the connection that Falroc makes or Falroc. I keep putting Falcor. I'm dyslexic, bruh. Falroc. Um, makes to the Adventure Guild. Guild. Okay, dude, brainstorm. Brainstorm time. I mean, there's the basic, right? Like, quite literally, you could just be looking for a job, right? It's just as easy as that. Looking for a job. Looking for a job. Uh, um, a criminal activity. Criminal. He's involved in runs into adventurers. Ooh, I just got a good idea. Adventurers runs into adventurers. Runs into adventurers. That's fun. Um, takes identity of an adventurer. That one could be fun. You know what I mean? Like that's how he gets into the Adventurers Guild. He's like living in the slums. Like living in the slums, like doing like criminal things to get by. He knows how to use the weave a little bit. He doesn't have a great understanding, but he's searching for it. It says we're in the sage. I have a sage background, so it's like he tries to get into places to learn things. And we could say that he took this identity of a person, maybe that he meets in a scuffle or some kind of bad action gone wrong, you know? And then that's how he fucking gets involved in the Adventurers Guild. I kind of like that, right? I like that one. Next one. Um, a monster. Um, a monster attack. A monster attack. Oh, so he's neutral evil. So we kind of have to sprinkle in some evil. I think our best bet's to taking the identity. Do the adventure people have like coins or anything? 'Cause I would like to know. So the adventure people have like coins or like some kind of like badge to show. It's like then we could say that he like stole. Because that I like this idea a lot. Like he did something bad to get into the Adventurers Guild, and that hence it would help tend itself to help out with the neutral evil part. Looking for a job. That one's the simplest. The criminal activities involved and runs into adventurers. That's fun. Like let's say, he's committing a burglary with someone, trying to break in to steal magic or something. And he runs into adventures, and somehow that leads to them taking him with them or something. Something stupid like that. So far, this is the best one to me. But let's go. We can still like all right. So like we were saying, a monster attacks, city, city. Um, character helps. Character helps. That's not exactly evil, but it is. I mean, it's first. He helped out of his own self-interest, right? We gotta drive that point home. Like he would only help because it serves his interest. That's a reminder about an evil character. No evil character. Hmm. Monster Tech City. Character helps. Character helps. And on the next one. Um. Oh. Force. Force to join. A threat of imprisonment. I. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing in this world that. So we're kind of like, I don't know if there's like a blank slate here. You know, that's what I'm curious for. 'Cause if there's like a blank slate, it's gonna be a little more difficult to, you know, let's see if we can stretch this a little bit. Make this a little bigger. Yeah, we just need to frame it this way. Uh, Forced to join or threatened imprisonment. Any other good ones? He is a wizard, so we can make it magical as well. We can make it magical, like a magical base beginning. But forced to join or threat of imprisonment. Uh. Ooh, for this one right here, I can think of some cool things for this one. I think it's forced to join a threat of imprisonment. Like we could do, like he got caught stealing from the library, caught stealing some kind of book about magic from the library. Because it couldn't be that serious. It had to be something. You know what I mean? Um. So far, I mean, this one's the simplest one. That one's the easiest. The criminal activity. This is pretty open, but Jake's identity of adventure is my favoriteest. What the fuck? That's crazy, huh? Imprisonment. And I think that's it. Hey. Okay, let's go. Uh, yeah, this is fun. We're actually gonna make this a little bigger. Hmm. Where do we start? What if we mix these two? I know here. Was. What tried to be. I'm no hero. Never was, and I'm no hero. Never was, and never tried to be. Stay, stay low. Ooh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. But I don't want to just make a little brooding little shit. You know what I mean? How do I make him not sound like a Reddit? How do I make him not sound like a Redditor? I'm no hero. Not like that. Yeah. City. City of Anaconda. City of Anaconda. Mr. Small. It's ever stretching bricks. It's ever stretching. I don't like that. It's ever stretching bricks and mortar, growing like branches of a tree. We need to explain it more. So basically, the city is the building's sight to behold. I don't know enough about the city. We can't really read anything about it either. The city of Akello is a sight to behold. It's ever stretching bricks. Ooh, we got ourselves a little brain fart. We need to find our first sentence. Sometimes it's fucking. I hate when this shit happens. It's like I just blank. I can't think of the first way to start. Oh, oh, my back. Fuck. Fuck me. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, I'm fucking dying. Um, mm, mm, Dog. Dog. What? What's going on? Dark, wet cobblestone. Ooh, okay. That's kind of fun. A dark, wet cobblestone alley laid. So, okay, hang on. Look, so for our brainstorm here, we really need to separate this. So our brainstorm, uh, let's add this injury, 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 guild rescues, right? That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. On a dark, wet cobblestone alley laid a small note. In a dark, wet cobblestone alley laid a small gnome. Gnome, his face. His face. His face. Bruce. Bruce is swollen. And his bruise and swollen. His face. His face. Bruised and swollen. A line of blood seeping. Seeping. From his open mouth. His open mouth. Mm. Swirl. Brown. There. Brown Hurley. His face bruised and swollen. Line of blood seeping from his open mouth. Um, um, nose. Blood. Blood. Blood nose. Vent. Vent. Awkward. Awkward. His large nose bent at an awkward angle, and both, both, both of his eyes, both of his closed eyes, closed eyes, and both of his closed eyes. An awkward angle, and and, oh, this. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Both eyes sharing a purple tint. Look at that. You dirty? Dirty cloth. Jerkin. Dirty cloth jerkin. Soggy. Soggy. Rain. Rain. Blood alike. Blood alike. Like. No shoes to speak of. A dirty cloth jerkin, soggy from rain and blood alike. Like, hung loosely. Hung loosely. Maybe get rid of that. From afar, he showed. Oh, life. Ooh, this is our first character name. From the Adventurers Guild. What should the character name be? Let's read what we got so far. On a dark, wet cobblestone alley laid a small gnome. A small battered gnome. Put battered. I like the word battered. A small battered gnome. His face bruised and swollen, a line of blood seeping from his open mouth, his large nose bent at an awkward angle, and both eyes, we need to put and both eyes sharing a shining purple tint. From afar, he showed no sign of life, but as such and such. Name here. Steps. Step closer and investigate. So we can go both ways with this. All right, so now what do we do? We can make this person, we could do this. This is two different types of things from our brainstorm, right? Either this is the part where it's all a trap. The gnome, our evil little gnome, our evil Falroc Timbernook laid a trap for this adventurer. And this is where he kills him and steals his shit. Or this is where he is helped by the Adventurers Guild. So we can go either way. We can even mix in like something criminal put us in this position that we need to help the Adventure Guild. Like we could tie it somehow into it. But this is the direction. Whichever way we go from here is the way we gotta go. Because if we're gonna be building a fucking plot of like, you know, stealing an identity, how sick would that be? If like he snaps, I mean, what could kill him? Oh, it could be disguised self. Investigate. This. Yeah, dude. I need to find out if they have like, you know, what do you call it? If you have like yeah. So, step over and investigate. So, you saw, you made a note. Move. Made note of movement. Made note. Made note of the small rise and fall of the nose chest. Nose chest. Name here. Name here. Not down. Not down. Side. Your side. Good. Yeah. Down side of the wooden fellow. Something. Something. Side of the wounded fellow. Something. So. Something like this. Okay. I mean, dude, we could go either way with this. How fun's that? How fun is that, guys? We go either way. I think we do it. I think this is where we meet our little gnome gang. I think this is where we meet our gang at, dude. Cause I don't want to just be a good guy nor a bad guy. I mean, um, this is it. Look, the plan was to get somebody and rob them, but it turns out this dude's an adventurers guild, and he threatens. Okay, so hang on. Updated plan. Updated plan. Plan. Uh. Uh. Guild. Guild guy. Guild member. um. Falls for ruse. Gets robbed. Threatens. Falroc with Falroc with retribution. Retribution. Using said guild. Leading to Falroc and company. Murdering. The guild member. The guild member. Falroc. Then tries to join or act like Steal the identity of. Okay. Hey, what the fuck? Why did it do this to me? Okay. Updated plan. So, updated plan. Guild member falls for the ruse, gets robbed, threatens Falroc with retribution using said guild, leading to Falroc and company murdering the guild member. Falroc, then will try to join to steal the identity. So this is like the criminal background. Like we're the sage. So it's like, how do we tie into this? So um adventure, guild, motive, access to guild, library, library, slash magic. Right? So that's the understand. So we had to tie those two ideas together as well. Just kidding. Wasn't. Wasn't. I don't know. Nice. Footsteps. Two. Two. I've making a writing a story. My back hurts. Oh, oh fuck. What's with- oh. Swooping motion, the man arose from his knees, drew his long sword from its hilt. What? Oh, oh, you're good, dude. Yeah, so we just kind of went, like at the end there, we're going like through people's alignments, their attributes, points and whatnot, and some adjustments were made there. That jazz, but nothing too big though. Oh, we're making our good old backstory for Falroc, Timbernook, where he's a neutral evil little gnome. So I think all right. So I kind of already kind of brainstormed this out a little bit. I had a couple ideas of how we need to connect to the Adventurers Guild because that's where Ben said we're starting. So I'm like, all right. So how do I get, you know what I mean, from point A to point B? And I think I figured it out how I'm gonna do this. So here's the plan. I'm gonna have this character now unnamed at the moment, but the guild member, the actual adventurer guild member, is gonna fall for a ruse where I had, my gnome guy is in like a disguised self to like get someone over to rob with his little low life friends that live in like the slum area, right? And and then the dude's gonna come over. Right now, I'm currently writing it. Right now, the two robbers are the thieves, and this is where we show that the little gnome that was all fucked up and disfigured and messed up on the ground is actually the bad guy. Right now, he's gonna sneak up and, you know what I mean, do some magic to this dude, firebolt his ass or something. Right? Um, and then possibly, so this is where I'm confused where I go next now. So I wonder with the Adventurers Guild what kind of like, because I'm curious to see if we could get in there in a way because he's neutral evil. So if I kind of wish he could get in there on some kind of forgery, some kind of like he kills this Adventure Guild guy's like, oh, you robbed me, you don't know who you're fucking with. The Adventure Guild's gonna kill you. I'm gonna tell him all this shit, right? And then maybe we kill this guy and I use it to get in. But that's I'm doing a lot. But yeah, I'm just fucking brainstorming. Yeah, right? I love that. That's what I was first saying. I'm like, because especially if this guy's like, you don't know who you're fucking with, that would give him the more reason to kill him. Like, oh shit, dude, this dude's actually a part of the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, yeah, like makes him think of, and then especially if because it's like this character is gonna try to he wants to be more powerful. He wants to leave the slum area. He wants to be the high society in Anaconda. The city of Anaconda is this magical. You know what I mean? It's like the magic is so rich here, and you can tell that everyone at the top of importance is magic. So this is what this lowly gnome wants. So I could see how the adventure guild would be a useful step in a person's self-interest like that. Like, all right, but yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's fun. Fuck yeah. That's cool that you're a clockmaker, and one of my racial abilities is just to make little clocks. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. So yeah, Ben warned me about being evil, but to my credit, I think like a truly neutral evil, if your goals and your motivations are all self-interest, that's kind of what that's kind of what that is. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you're willing to. 'Cause I was looking at lawful evil because at first I thought lawful would be like lesser, but it's not quite. It's just like I like the idea like lawful evil is like a fucking demon that always honors his contracts, word for word. Exactly, like it's yeah, it's doing something bad. Yeah. Who? Oh yeah. well, 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 yeah. That's what I mean. It's all self. It's all yeah. It's all about self-interest. Yeah. No, yeah, and that and as a wizard, he has a level. He has an 18 intelligence, so he should be a smart little shit. Should be a smart little shit, right? Should figure out how to make it to the top. I guess it's gonna be about to be murdering this guy real quick. but I had to, dude. He's gonna snitch on us, and they're gonna come kill us. What am I gonna do? It was, it, yeah. This is out of survival. This is it's a necessity. I have to kill this guy. Yeah. That's the true evil character. No evil character thinks they're evil, right? Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh. I wonder what. I guess we don't want to firebolt him. I guess casting sleep, right? It's level one. Sleep's level one. What would be a good? Yeah. Oh, force damage. Yeah. We would have two slots too in this backstory. yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Man, that is funny. I'm trying to think now, like, because I would like this to be his, magic reveal as well. Like he's a magical little shit. I guess the disguise self already kind of lends to that, though. right? Like the fact he's using like like when he sees him again, all the like the bruises, the lumps, and the the blood in his mouth, all that shit's gone. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. Cool. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm just chilling. I found a reason to make myself write stuff. You know, I feel like it might be helping my brain out, so it's nice. Mm. Yeah, I mean, shit. Really? Yeah, I work a lot and I do more listening than I do reading. So I do more like audio, you know what I mean, like audio books. But as far as that goes, I do that a lot. So I most of my time is listening to stories in books and stuff. But I don't know if that counts as reading. I guess I do more reading when I'm writing than anything. Well, yeah. I will say though that I think I thought this was funny. Like as far as my imagination goes, like in my mind, when I hear stories, I see the words. That counts. I don't see the pictures. You know? Yeah, I don't see no pictures, dog. Just straight fucking words. My girl says she sees pictures, but I don't believe her. I'm like, yeah. Ugh. There she is. She says it's true. Lying ass. Liar. Lie loud, pants and fire. No, it's streaming. It's not recording you. They can only hear me. It makes it right now. It seems like I'm talking to no one. That's pretty funny, right? But yeah, yeah, yeah. I like to stream these because one, I like to just have a live version of it recording, and then two, I like to do a slow roll at the end, where since I make it look like a scroll, I could just full screen it and then slowly. What the fuck? All my lights just went out. Slowly, like kind of like Star Wars, roll the words. So yeah, like this dog. Do one of these. I love it. Such a big fan of this. Right? I thought of the scroll idea because I couldn't find a background version, and there's like this some open source thing that kind of does this, but all you gotta do is just copy and paste a bunch of fucking things over and over, and then boom. That open source thing sketched me out a little bit. My computer did not like the file. It was like, dude, do not download this. It said it like 6 times. So I'm like, all right, man. Like, I know some things. It's like I don't mind that it doesn't. That the computer's like, don't download this. But it's like I know it's good. But if it keeps telling me, I don't know. I'm gonna take its word on it. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Later on, man. It's like a movie in your head, babe. That's funny. Hopping in and out, just out of his sword's reach, like children playing game. Game. Frustration. The fuck? All the lights are turning off. That's weird, huh? The man swiped out in frustration. That's annoying that that keeps happening. Two of them. Two of them. The man swiped at them in frustration. 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 At this point. Swiped at them. We don't need to say all that. Children playing a game. focus. I'll be in and out, just in and out, just out. Um, sort of hopping. Man, in and out of the sword range. Hopping in and out of the sword range. Just like children playing a game. Focus. This is I'm doing. The man's focus was his undoing. That's he heard. That's when he heard the words behind. Spoken. The man's focus was his undoing, as he heard. The man's children were gone. The man's focus was his undoing. The man's focus. Right. Well, children playing a game. Huh. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Swiped. What's it? Swiped. Held this perimeter, and they dare not cross. Cross it. Less. Loose. No. No words. No. It's hard to fall down the barrel. Every movement. Besides, hold on. We got this. As he calculated every move the pair would make, his thoughts were broken by a shrill voice speaking words the man did not know behind him. Behind him. A coffee breeze came over the man's mind, blowing away consciousness. Hey, that's a good spot, dude. Okay. I'm gonna go smoke. There you go. We're gonna do slow scroll. It's not very long, so there might be some sitting minutes after this. But it takes me long to get up and down. Yo. Okay. So that's what we got so far, dudes. Where were we? Oh, fucking hair. It's a mess. Anytime I move or mess with it. There's to brush. Gotta like rebrush my hair like 1,000 times, dude. That's why I hate having long hair. Starting to get sick of it. Starting just to get sick of it. Nice. Got the Jesus hair going. Gently into the abyss. So we still have to come up with the man's name. It doesn't matter though. The name doesn't really matter. Sounds. Ooh, should we keep it in the perspective of the man? You know what I mean? Where he's like just opening his eyes and they're still like going through his shit. They're robbing him. He's getting robbed. He's getting robbed right now. You know? I think that's a neat idea. A lofty breeze comes over the man's mind, blowing away his consciousness gently into the abyss. Or do we flip perspectives now to our character, to our old Timbernook? Hmm. Hmm. Allowed. No, I spelled that wrong. Loud thud. Loud thud. The loud thud that reverberated throughout the alley. The man's knees. The man's knees gave way. Gave way. Gave way. Loud thud that reverberated throughout the alley. The man's knees gave way. Gave way. Giving Maybe. Loud thud. A loud thud that right. No, you know what? With a loud thud, I think we should change that. A loud thud. With a loud thud. Loud thud. And thud. Loud. Sharp clang of the sword. With a loud thud of the large man's body. And the sharp clang of his sword bouncing off the stone. So. Yes. That was a bit clunky, so we'll probably have to fix that. Was this like island music? With a loud thud of the large man's body and the sharp clang of his sword bouncing off the stone, he now laid face up to the stars. 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 Close. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. And eyes closed. Eyes closed and a light smile. He now laid face. Let's see how that clunky that sounds. With a loud thud of the large man's body and a sharp clang of his sword bouncing off the stone, he now laid face up to the stars, eyes closed and a light smile. Light smile. As if having the most pleasant dream. Most pleasant dream. At his head. Head. Smooth. Signal. 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 That's using the counts bumps and lumps. Bumps, lumps, all. Anyway, revealing. It's true. It's true. Bruising the cuts, bumps and lumps, all fading away. Bumps and lumps, all fading away. All fading away. All fading away. Bruising cuts, bumps and lumps. Nose. Nose. It's nose. Bruises and cuts, bumps and lumps. His nose was straight as an arrow. Yes. Medic faded. The medic faded is true. True. Real. Okay. Yeah. Congrats. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm feeling retarded. Remember that? A lot of spare moment. A lot of spare moment. Man, we got a cross moment, man. A lot of spare moment. Man, meticulously. And without a spared moment began meticulously ransacking his pockets. Cincinnati. The swiftness we found. We found. So we found in practice. Shit. The swiftness only found in practice. They stripped. No. Project. Oh no. So I changed like tightly. So I changed. Okay, it's similarly recognized but couldn't quite place its origins. Origins. Oh, what? This, this, attention, attention, attention. Option. Being loosened. Loosened. It's cold. Open it. Oh, lens streams. Lens stream. Very relaxed. We've loosened its hold on the man's dream. He is stirring, stirring, stirring. His face, contorted, contorted for sweet, slumber, so confused, confused anger, confused anger, or his wits, for he ran, his wits, Character notice. That's sick, right? That's kind of sweet, dudes. How many pages we got? Damn, dude. On a dark, wet cobblestone alley laid a small, battered gnome. His face bruised and swollen, a line of blood seeping from his open mouth. His large nose bent at an awkward angle, and both eyes sharing a shiny purple tint. From afar, he showed no sign of life, but as a name here, but as man. The man of hot leather jacket. He showed no sign of life, but as a man in a hard leather man, man in a leather jerkin, and as a man in a leather jerkin and a sheathed blade on his waist. I don't like that. Look at this. But that's he showed no sign of life, but as as let's just put name here again. You know, small rise, 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 and small rise and fall on the gnome's chest. In here, we just put here. He knelt beside the wounded fellow. Yeah, so we could do, but as a man, trust, trust, was a man, trust. So, as a man, as a man. Yes. As a curious passerby, step closer. That's better, dude. Just make them fucking whatever. They don't know, right? That's better. Step closer to investigate. He made a note. He made note of the small rise and falls of the gnome's chest. He knelt beside. He knelt beside the wounded fellow, attempting to rouse him awake with gentle nudges and gentle nudges. Gentle nudges. Rain kept a steady patter, but it wasn't loud enough to mask the footsteps of two hooded individuals approaching the man's rear. In one swooping motion, the man rose from his knees and drew his long sword from its hilt. The would-be robber stopped firmly in their tracks, both brandishing daggers. They began fanning out, trying to divide his attention, hopping in and out of his sword's reach, just like his sword's reaches. Just like, why would I say reaches? Why would we say that? Just like children playing a game. Playing. Playing like a child would a game. Hopping in and out of his sword's reach, playing like a child would a game. The man held his perimeter, and they dared not cross it, lest lose a limb or worse. As he calculated every move, the pair would make, his thoughts were broken by a shrill voice shouting. Shouting words the man did not know behind him. A lofty breeze sweeps over the man's mind, blowing blowing away his consciously, gently into the abyss. Fuck yeah, dude. That's kind of sick, guys. That's kind of sick. Wow, we can't even see it all the way. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Sorry. She's gonna yell at me. I kind of like this part though. Bruises and cuts, bumps and lumps. His nose now straight as an arrow. With congratulatory glances, three gather closely. The three. The trio gather closely around the man and without a spared moment began meticulously ransacking his persons. In a swiftness only found in practice, they stripped the man of his belongings stripped his man of belongings. Stripped the man. Stripped the man of his belongings. Oh. Yes. Last moment. Last moment before the three took their spoils and ran, the gnome spotted a chain. Oh man, it's not. I would be at the last moment though. The gnome spotted a chain tightly tucked around the man's neck. With nimble fingers, yeah, he doesn't need to doesn't need to be like a mystery, right? Doesn't need to be like a mystery. Um, with nimble fingers, he soon pulled the chain free and the amulet with it. Curious, the gnome eyed it closely. Its symbol he recognized, but couldn't quite. He knew, he knew, he recognized, but couldn't quite place its origins. In this momentary lapse, yep, momentary lapse of attention, the weave loosened its hold on the man's dreams, and he began stirring. His face contorted from his sweet slumber to a confused anger. Before he could regain control of his wits, the pair drew notice of his awakening. A knee dropped hard onto his chest, and a cold steel blade pressed firmly against his neck. So, so, sudden exchange startled. I don't like that at all. So a knee dropped hard under his chest and a cold steel blade firmly across his neck. What's up? What am I playing? Do you respond to chat? Sure do, Foot Hungry. We're writing a little story, dude. We're writing a little story, dude. For our fucking D&D character. What's up, dude? Man. What's up, dude? Have you ever been into niche interests like BDSM? Cucking? No, dude. Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, pawn necklace and disposing. Yeah, it's a free game, dude. It's a free game, alright. Palming the necklace. Sounds fine. I just look like a crack addict. For sure. Where can you play this game? It's a notepad. Palming the necklace. Yep, got a job, dudes. Oh, yeah, we already had that. I'm not, nope. I'm not doing software. We're just playing some background music while we write this shit. Yeah. My unkept facial hair. Facial hair is pretty kept, actually. I'd imagine. Because unkept, it grows like. And also, we got like a hairbrush right here, dude. Do I have a job, dude? No, dude. Disposing of it. I'm disposing of it inside his pocket. Let's see. Ocean. Gross. Gross, man. Gross. Oh. Bear's grin crosses the approach. Well, because he's a wizard, right? So he doesn't have like a fucking. Like, he only has 2 spell slots. So ideally, we use disguise self. He'd be level 1, so he should have 2 spell slots. We would have cantrips though, so that's fun to think about. So, as fun as that is, if we did sleep first, I mean, disguise self is 1 spell slot, and then sleep. So he'd be out of spell slots. It's like, do we run with that narratively? Do we use the rules of the game? It's kind of interesting, you know? Oh. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you can't. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. Do we? I feel like it's kind of shitty to make note of it. You know what I mean? Like from a narrative point of view. So I mean, I get it's in D&D world, but to make note of the actual thingamajig. So that's pretty meta. That's pretty meta, ain't it? Oof. Oi, no. Put him out again. Oi, no. But you won't supposed to be awake yet. That's what I picture these guys sound like. Oi, no. Oi. Oh, the man called out. Nervous chuckle. What if I could, but I'm afraid I'm tapped for now. A nervous chuckle. Oi, now put him out again. The hooded man called out, what if I could, but I'm afraid I'm tapped for now. Nervous chuckle followed. Squeaky voice. Shaking his head. Shaking his head. Shaking his head. Shaking his head. Oh. Oh no, put him out again. The hooded man called out. Called out. Oh, 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 oh. Can do. Nope, nope, no, no can do. Nope, nope, no, no can do. Sin sister. Who the fuck's my fucking. Huh. Seems weird. Hmm. Nope, no, no. No can do. Small struggle followed by serious crime. Can't do magic. Mm. Yes. Yes. Just give him a bump. Give him. What's that? That's not. That's not the one, That's stupid. That's a stupid joke, right? Dude, it's about to be food time. We're about to eat food and get off this thing. So once this food gets here, we're gonna do this thing. Just give him a bump on his head. All this magic, all this magic trick. Oh, he folds. All right, I'm done for now. Done for the day. We're gonna slow scroll this last one, and then I'm out. Bye, guys.